Well, that's Barranquilla. We'll see what we can squeeze out of Barranquilla if there's anything good to see here. Adios. I'm told by the host that there is no historical downtown or anything like that. It's a new city. And there's no reason to go downtown. I find that shocking. All right, that's it. Well, that's why I'm here to discover it. After my wonderful stay in Cartagena, it was time to move on further east on the Caribbean coast to Barranquilla. Barranquilla is the fourth most populous city after Bogotá, Medellín, and Cali. It is known for its annual festival, its modern river Malecon, and its port, which serves the Caribbean coast, and the Magdalena River. Surprisingly, it was not in my Lonely Planet Colombia guidebook. Not in the book. What's up? Well, I was told it's basically a dangerous place to go to. Here's how I summed it up in a short. Greetings from Barranquilla. Barranquilla, a city on the Caribbean coast in the north, close to Cartagena and Santa Marta. It's between those two cities. It's kind of a seedy place. The guidebook doesn't even include anything about Barranquilla. Talk to anybody and they'll say, don't go downtown. But I guess it's okay in the daytime. I'm on the PASEO Bolivar, which is the main promenade through the downtown. I love that about Spanish cities, that they have these promenades that you can walk. That's what I'm doing, and well, that's Barranquilla. We'll see what we can squeeze out of Barranquilla if there's anything good to see here. Adios. I was dropped off by Uber on the Paseo Bolivar. That's just behind me. Just to have a look around. There's the Paseo Bolivar. And I'm headed this way, since the Paseo seems to be extending in that direction for quite some time. While walking the Paseo Bolivar, I find the Centro Comercial El Paseo. Doesn't seem to be that big, that's for sure. Gracias. Nice selection of socks. Underwear. I notice all the buildings downtown are kind of old, not historic, just old. But there is an incredible amount of construction in Barranquilla, kilometers outside the city, like where my Airbnb is. Very, well, modern, not very modern. But the downtown is certainly older buildings. Yes.
Señora, ya sabrá que no es deshonra ni pecado hacer deshonra.
A malecon in Spanish is a promenade, a seawall, or boardwalk typically found along a coastline or river. It serves as a public gathering space and a structure to protect land from waves and erosion. In Barranquilla, I was surprised to find a river malecon, the first one I've walked, actually. Now, in my extensive travels, I've walked quite a few malecons in the Spanish-speaking world, among others in Havana, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Mazatlan, and Cartagena. But like I said, this was the first one that was on a river, and a river that I really wasn't aware of, and I got there by using Uber. The buses were just too complicated. I was struck by how new everything seemed to be, but there really wasn't that much in terms of buildings. Here is a bar restaurant, and as you look down the Malecon, there seems to be nothing more. And there, of course, is the mighty, mighty Magdalena River, the lifeline, the marine lifeline of Colombia. The Magdalena River is the largest river in Colombia, stretching 1,540 kilometers from the Andes to the Caribbean Sea. So Barranquilla's port on the Magdalena River receives cargo from the Caribbean, from the north, and from the rest of the country from the south. I am greeted by a sign that indicates that Barranquilla was established in 1813, by the Spanish, of course. Now, here along the Malecon, I saw evidence of what happened here last week, and that was the famous Barranquilla Festival. I was well aware of it happening, but I wanted to avoid the massive crowds and the ensuing consequences. The Barranquilla Carnival is one of Colombia's most important folkloric celebrations and one of the biggest carnivals in the world. The carnival has traditions that date back to the 19th century. 4 days before Lent, Barranquilla decks itself out to receive national and international tourists to join together in this celebration. My Airbnb in Barranquilla. Kind of a residential area, undoubtedly. There's a common area as you enter. So this place has 3 Airbnbs. One down there in the underground, one up there, and I am 32. It's a lovely room. TV, desk, place to hang up your stuff, shelves, towel, nice bed. And at first I thought I wouldn't be able to make my own coffee, but there's a coffee maker here, and a fridge, and a microwave. So now I just got to get the oatmeal yogurt and that going. I'm not sure we can do eggs in a microwave. I'll have to Google that. And here's the bathroom. It all seems more modern than what I have been in up to now. Not super modern, but somewhat. Voila. I took a bus today from Cartagena, 2.5 hours. It all worked out well. And I'm here, but whether it's worthwhile coming to Barranquilla is another question. I'm told by the host that there is no historical downtown or anything like that. It's a new city. And there's no reason to go downtown. I find that shocking. All right, that's it. Well, that's why I'm here to discover it. Thank you for viewing and allowing me to preserve this precious memory of Barranquilla, a place I will probably never go back to, like so many other places. So join me next week as I go to nearby Santa Marta.